She says, when the soul leaves the body of the deceased, is it painful? Well, it all depends. The ahadith indicate that the soul of the believer will come out of the body happily, smoothly, with ease. كما تخرج القطرة من في السقاء, exactly as the water flows from the water jug. Imagine you're pouring water in a glass. Is there any resistance? Any problem? Not at all. Similarly, the soul of the believer will come out of his or her body with that ease. Why? Because the angels will be surrounding the person who's experiencing death threat, will be supported by the angels. And the angels will say, نحن أولياؤكم في الحياة الدنيا وفي الآخرة. We are your allies, we are your friends in this life and in the hereafter as well. They will also support them by saying, لا خوف عليكم ولا أنتم تحزنون. There should not be any fear upon you, nor should you grieve. And the angel of death and his assistants will address the soul. اخرجي أيتها الروح الطيبة, أيتها الروح الطيبة. Come out of the body, O the goodly soul. Come to a forgiveness from your Lord, mercy and pleasure. مغفرة من الله ورضوان. So when the person knows that he's been called upon his soul to meet Allah's mercy, to gain his forgiveness, and to enter his paradise, will be more than happy to depart this life to meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Same will continue with him in the grave, when his deeds will be presented before him, looking like a nice looking man, with a nice fragrance coming out of that man, would enter the grave upon the person who passed away, who was righteous believer. So the person, the deceased, will say, من أنت فوجهك الذي يبشر بخير. Who are you? You have such a beautiful face that definitely would bring the glad tidings and the good news. That person will say, don't you recognize me? You say, no, I don't. You say, أنا عملك الصالح. I am your good, righteous deeds. So the one's deeds will appear as a nice looking person to visit the deceased in the grave. When the dead person recognizes that, he will remark saying, رَبِّ أَقِمِ السَّاعَةِ. My Lord, establish the day of judgment. Hurry, make the day of judgment happen. Why? Because he knows that his fate will be in paradise. On the contrary, the Prophet ﷺ says, whenever the angels of death come to extract the soul of the disbeliever or the wicked person, فَتَفَرَّقَ فِي جَسَدِهِ, the soul will try to hide and spread everywhere in the body. It will be extracted with hardship, very painful extraction, similar to extracting wool against thorns. It will be torn apart. Then, when the angels will wrap it in a dirty and an awful smell coffin and will take the soul up, it won't be allowed to elevate. It will be rejected and will be thrown back to earth. Then the person in the grave will see an awful person visiting him. Dark face, an awful smell. Who are you? You're scaring me. He said, don't you recognize me? No, I don't. Haven't seen you before. I am your bad deeds. I am your bad deeds. At that, the dead person in the grave will say, رَبِّ لَا تُقِمِ السَّاعَةِ. Oh my Lord, never, ever establish the day of judgment.